Hello everybody, it's me, Unfriendly Porcupine, and the knockoffs have decided to update their container models. They have introduced a new top folding part, or the roof folding part. Opa! That's what it does. So like normal, they just look like any regular container, until you fold them out. Also, I kinda find it funny that these knockoffs legit just put 5 stars on every single one. I'm like, Chico, don't judge yourself too quickly. You haven't had the full wrath of Unfriendly Porcupine yet. Don't be so modest. Yeah, that's one of the things I always found funny about the knockoffs. But anyways, regardless, what do we have here? What's actually new? Zooming in, you can kind of see what it can actually do. Since you can fold it on that, if you want to add like a second roof layer to your container, well there you go. So it adds more playability. And for example, this is something you can do. Of course, you can just swap it out with less Lego-ish accessories and put our awesome Call of Duty figures in there, but the point still stands, you can actually do some really interesting things like these. Just giving you some playability dioramas. Now, one thing I'm curious about is how stable is that top roof part when you fold it in half? Is it supporting its weight on this? On this? Do they help out support its weight, or can it actually stand on its own with all the doors completely open? The reason why I'm speculating this and wondering about this is because of this picture right here. It kind of looks like the top of the roof is folding in a little bit, but still keeping its general structure intact. It kind of makes it seem like had these doors fully closed, then there wouldn't be that little nice tiny indent right here you can see. That's what I'm speculating here. If you want to see more detail, I actually reviewed these containers, which you can check out right here. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, something new that they added on is they added studs to the inside of the doors. That is interesting, because that means now, let's say if you wanted to decorate the interior, or if you wanted to add on studs on the other side, like a whole base plate, you could just slap a tiny like base plate over there, and opa! Now you have a studded platform, which you can add on like a whole, I guess, Matrix kind of situation where you can start walking on the doors and fold it in and out. Like, that's what's really cool. I always like it when knockoffs or anybody in general just adds more studs to things where they make sense. Here it does. It's also kind of interesting because with this type of design you can actually fold it out and create like a cool roof. So let's imagine if you could just place a cool tarp over that. Like you legit make an awesome jungle base. Now let's say you just want to go bonkers one day, you don't like containers and you want to blow them up with rocket launcher, right? But you want it to animate very nicely. Well, since the top part of it folds, that means you can do better animations for awesome explosions. Or let's say if you just want to break apart the container in a really cool way, now you have more possibilities with that potential. Another thing I've also been wondering, what happens if you take the fold out part, right? And you bend it straightways? Is it possible to make like a cool ramp that your cars can drive up on, depending on the way you bend? So far, the colors with the container is just a solid gray color. Nice as well, green color. Then you have a fully black one, which is also nice. And of course, they morph like a light tan desert color. One of the things I also wish the knockoffs did was maybe add on some more cool speckles, maybe add on some more awesome colors, those kinds of things. I also very much like it how the knockoffs are actually improving their models. That's something I very much appreciate. And just so you can see all 4 of them all stacked up, that's how they look like. It's also nice that these pieces in there, they are separatable. You can take out the pegs and just have the container just like that. These work perfectly for your Call of Duty containers. And moving on, here are some more detailed pictures. Another thing to note here, zooming in, you can see how it functions when it rotates on that peg piece. Cool part is if you want to just remove that part and have the container, you know, halfway split in half, you can pull off that aesthetic, maybe save this part for a whole nother part. Or let's say if you want to use it creatively, you want to create a whole maze with these containers, right? You can take apart those pieces, you can better customize an awesome maze. Or let's say you just need a wall really quickly. Boom, slap a container wall and there you go. Plus, if you can be very bonkers, you can buy all of the colors and you can split them apart. Imagine you have a partially black and a partially gray container, or a green and a desert container. Just customize it whichever way you want. Oh, and of course, if you're wondering how to get this set for yourself, I will link it in the description down below. Now my comrades, I want to know, what do you think about these containers? Do you think the knockoffs are going in the right direction with this thing, adding on new features? Let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, my comrades, and take care.